Welcome back to F&F with Brad. My special guest today was making me laugh just about 10 seconds ago. This is Ashley, the mob wife Gambino, MMA fighter, also boxer. Thank you very much for joining.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure. The wife of Trap Gambino, another fighter. We've had him on the show one time. Great guy.
Yes.
What got you involved in fighting? Why did you want to be a fighter?
My husband did. Right before Ronda Rousey was announced to be joining the UFC with women, my husband said something to me about, hey, did you ever think about fighting? And I'm like, oh, I don't know, because I don't know. He was watching Ronda Rousey. It reminded him of me, and so I went to the library that day, and I got all these books out, and I got on the computer, and I was looking it up, and I was like, let's try it. Why not? So we did.
Wow.
We got a punching bag, and in our basement, he started teaching me what he knew about boxing, and we were doing a little bit of jiu-jitsu on our bed, having fun. And then I went to a fighter tryout, and I made it, and it just so happens now I'm a pro fighter.
So you had no experience before that?
No, not
in
at all.
Fighting? You've never been in any kind of altercation or anything?
Well, I mean, I think everybody has little tiny
Yeah,
altercations
little fights
here and there.
But no training?
I avoid fight. I don't like fighting on the street. Even now, like if there's some kind of a street fight situation, I will do anything and everything it takes to avoid it, because there's no reason to do that. I love fighting very much.
It's fun.
Very much. But when I'm doing it like in the gym and training, or in a cage, that person signed up to fight me, and they know exactly what we're doing.
Right.
So that's different. And then in the street, it's not the same. It's not.
Nope.
There's no reason
Not
for
technical.
people.
Exactly.
I disagree with people fighting randomly in the street personally. So I avoid it personally at all costs.
Wow. Ronda Rousey was your mentor, basically. Your husband, Trap, he saw her and then he just said, you can do this. You remind me of her. You just got books. I've never heard a story like that. How original do you think that is? Wow.
I mean, I'm definitely one of a kind, and so is my husband. We're one of a kind, that's for sure. And it's only just begun. That's also for sure.
When was your first fight?
My first fight was with F&F, and it was here in Las Vegas. My first MMA fight, anyways. You know, I've done smokers and stuff in the gym. Everybody who trains knows about all that stuff. I've also done 3 jiu-jitsu competitions, and I'm a blue belt in jiu-jitsu now.
How long have you been doing jiu-jitsu for?
I started doing jiu-jitsu right when we started training, and I was 21 years old. I'm 28 now. So at that time, I was hit by a car, and while I was riding my bicycle, and you know that wasn't very fun. You know, I think I'm being nice about the situation, and then I started training anyways, because the doctors are like, hey, you're free and clear. So I did. And I'm like, yeah, my knees hurt, but whatever, right? Like, I still get to train. So then I had accepted a Muay Thai kickboxing smoker, and I was supposed to do that, and then my first ACL popped. So I had ACL meniscus reconstruction surgery on my right knee with the hamstring graft. I didn't take the cadaver because honestly, I was scared my body would reject it. So I didn't do that. I just wanted to take a graft from my own, and that's what we did. We did the hamstring graft, and she repaired the meniscus, and that's it. Then I started training again, and then I got pregnant when I was 6 months into rehab for my first knee. So now I have Carmela, who's 4 years old now, and after I had her, and rehab for my knee and whatever, I had 3 jiu-jitsu competitions before my other knee popped. And in that time, I earned a gold medal, which was nice.
Wow.
And then my other knee popped, and it was just ACL this time. And we took the patellar bone graft surgery this time instead of the hamstring.
Okay.
You know, catch 20 one way or the other. You don't want to have them both on, So it is what it is. And so then in the middle of rehab, I'm so fresh into rehab, we decided to leave for Las Vegas. My husband decided, hey, we're going to Las Vegas. So we did. So we just left on faith and love. And I was so fresh into rehab that every 2 hours I had to stop the car and stretch my knee out because I couldn't walk. It was stuck bent. Like, I had just had the surgery, but I was walking.
Wow.
So it was okay.
Well, what's been more challenging throughout your MMA, your fighting career, going through the knees or having children?
You know, the knee surgeries were extremely painful, and I love my children very much, and anything that I went through to have them was 100% worth it. And I could go back and say, oh, I wish I never got hit by the car. I wish I didn't have these knee surgeries, blah, blah, blah. But there's never, if I would have started fighting way back when I wanted to, but the knee surgeries wouldn't have stopped me, per se. It wouldn't be the same as how I am now. Like everything happens for a reason. So like, I don't want to complain about it. Everybody's always like, oh my God, your knees, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what am I going to do?
Exactly.
I'm going to go sit over there and cry about it while I'm sitting on the couch, or am I going to keep doing what I'm doing because I'm really good at it and everybody else has knee surgeries anyway, so be it. It is what it is.
What age is too old to start fighting for a female or male?
You know, that's a loaded question. Because everybody's a little different.
Yeah.
Like for example, Randy Couture, he started pretty late, but he's an Olympic athlete.
Right.
So there's a major difference there.
Greco wrestling.
So and everybody, not everybody should fight. I think anybody can train, you know, for self-defense, get in shape, you know, all that good stuff. You feel better about yourself when you're in shape and looking good and all that stuff, and you can defend yourself a little bit.
Sure.
But not everybody should compete, if you ask me. So that's when you ask how old is too old, that's purely situational. It's up to the individual, if you ask me.
Right. When's your next fight?
I don't know. It's not scheduled yet. I don't have a contract, but I'm training for it.
Okay.
And I'm going to keep getting in shape and getting ready until it comes up.
Do you have anyone in mind that you would like to fight? How does that work? About do they contact you? You have to contact Tough Enough? How does that work?
Well, ever since I started even training, I've been getting people saying, hey, fight here, hey, fight there, hey, fight here. So I'm not worried about looking for the fight. I know it'll come to me. All I'm going to do is keep training and getting in shape, and when the situation is right, I'll take it.
Okay.
And then it is what it is. That's how I got my pro debut here in New York on October 18th. I'm a professional boxer. I took that on chance. I won't be fighting at that weight class again, though. I'm definitely gonna get in better shape and start moving down and see where I go.
What weight? Oh, you don't know how.
I fought at 160 pounds.
Okay, and that was just
That's
too much.
not my fight weight class. Nope.
What would you think would be a good weight for you to fight at?
Eventually, I want to get back down to 115.
Okay.
But am I gonna fight at 115 next? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. It'll probably be like closer to like 135 or 145 in my next fight.
How many fights have you had?
I fought
Professional?
in MMA,
Yeah.
and then I had that pro debut in boxing, and I competed in jiu-jitsu, and that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
But you're ready for more.
Oh, I'm definitely ready for more. The ultimate goal ever since I started this was to become a world champion in MMA. That's my goal. I want to be a world champion in MMA. So in the end, that's where I want to end. I want that world title belt. I want to put it in my house. I know I deserve it, and I'm going to get it.
I like that. Well, you're pretty well-rounded. I mean, you do every martial art, which you need to, but what's your foundation? What's your go-to? Everyone has a certain skill set they feel most comfortable. What would be yours?
I feel like I'm better in boxing than the other ones right now, purely because I've been forced to use it to rehab my knees. And so I've done a lot more boxing than the other martial arts. I haven't trained as many kicks, but I'm training kicks. Don't get me wrong, I'm getting there, and my knees are perfectly capable. And I'm a blue belt in jiu-jitsu. I'm really good at jiu-jitsu.
All right.
And I know I can keep getting better at that. So it's just, I don't want to like put all my eggs in one martial art. You know, you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. I don't want to say I'm best at this martial art.
But you feel comfortable on the grounds or stand up?
I feel comfortable on the ground. I feel comfortable on stand-up. Doesn't matter where it goes. I know I have confidence in my abilities to finish a fight in either situation.
One last question before we get the food out. Are you ready for that? Crock-pot chicken sounds good.
So ready. I haven't ate at all today. I'm very hungry.
Good. Have you ever sparred with your husband, Trap?
Yeah, we sparred a little bit. You know, it's fun. I don't know. It gets hard because we love each other so much, and we're also both very competitive.
Okay. Did you ever get any good shots on him?
I'm not going to say I have. He's really good. He's really fast. You wouldn't expect how fast he can be with his size. It's insane. It's like not even fair. It's not even fair. I mean, there's a reason why I have gotten as good as I am, because he's taught me everything he knows.
Right. Wow. Crock-pot chicken. Pistol Pete, we're ready for it. All right. Well, as that chicken comes, we still have some time to talk. So you said you don't have a next fight, but how long do you like to prepare for a fight usually? If you know someone wants to fight you, it's going to be sanctioned, the contract's going to be signed, how long do you need? Do you feel very comfortable?
To be honest with you,
Yeah.
as long as I'm in shape and I'm regularly training, they could tell me to fight tomorrow and I would do it. But I just want to know that I'm in shape and I'm prepared. That's all that matters to me. Because these last 2 fights, I'll tell you the truth, I was not prepared for either one of them. But I did it, and now I know what I need to do, and I'm going to be better prepared for the next fight. And as long as I know that I'm ready, like I said, I don't care when they say to fight.
Don't care
it
when.
could be tomorrow, and we'll go in there tomorrow.
What's your relationship with with other fighters, like other female fighters? Do they like to tell you certain secrets? Are you guys very secretive? Do you have friends? Do you share things?
Well, first of all, if we were secretive, you wouldn't know it.
Right. I would think I would, that you would tell us here, no? On F&F with Brad?
But to tell you the truth, I don't have a ton of friends. I mean, I talk to people. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm like sitting in the corner and hiding and stuff. But I focus a lot on my family. I have 2 children, and I'm a wife. You know, I have my husband, and now I'm a pro fighter. So that's a really busy schedule. You have to make sure that you keep up on your diet. You have to make sure you keep up on your workouts. I don't care that you have a 9-month-old baby. You better lose some sleep and go get that jog in. You know what I mean? So I'm not the party type. I don't go out and party all the time. I don't go out and hang out with my friends, blah, blah, blah. I take care of my family and I take care of myself. And that's it.
How many times per week are you training?
As long as my body's not sore, I'm working out that day.
Okay, so pretty much 7 if you can do it.
Yeah.
7 days, doing something, whether it's cardio or
Rest
boxing.
days are important, don't get me wrong. But there's never, if there's something on my body that's not sore, I'm missing it and I gotta hit it. That's how I feel.
I hear you. Well, here at Food and Football, we talk a lot about food and football. Obviously, boxing, martial arts, it's still very similar because a lot of ex-football players go into boxing or mixed martial arts. But food's a big portion as the crock-pot chicken is coming. I smell it. It smells really good.
My mouth is watering.
Oh, yeah. I'm just going to watch you eat it. We're going to get a good little review. But what's your go-to pre-meal? You have a fight. What are you going to eat that day pre-fight?
You know what? I haven't been doing it long enough to know exactly what I want. So I can't give you an honest answer on that. The first fight didn't work out very well.
Right.
I didn't have the food that I liked, and it was a busy, chaotic day. But you know what? There's no excuses in my book. If you ask me, you have to be your best on your worst day, no matter what. So, I don't know what my perfect scenario would be. I have to keep fighting to find out.
Right. But what about Ronda Rousey or some of those other big MMA female fighters? What do they eat? Do they give those secrets out?
I mean, I'm sure everybody has their own thing and their own routine, whatever. I heard that Ronda Rousey likes to take a nap before she goes out to the fight. She likes to
right
just
before?
randomly go to sleep and then wake up.
Or just wake up like a half hour, an hour before?
Who knows? I don't know, but that's what I heard.
Interesting.
The point in bringing that up is everybody's got their own routine.
Yeah.
So
you got to find out what your routine is and then
each
apply it.
person's a little different, right? Right.
Bring that food. We have a very hungry fighter, and I'd rather her not be hungry because
Okay.
I'd rather not get assaulted.
Don't want to make her mad. Don't punch me. Don't.
No. This is crock pot chicken,
that looks
and it is for you,
delicious.
yes. What kind of
looks really
sauce
good.
is that, Pete of Pistols?
Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce with a little brown sugar in it, a little vinegar, a little garlic, and pepper.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it smells
Go
so
ahead.
good.
You
Smells so
eat
good.
away. We'll get a little review.
All right, cool. That sounds good to me.
I
I
will
don't
just
even have to
smell.
cut it. It's falling apart. It's perfect.
Look at that. We made your husband eat salmon. He's like, I never had salmon, but he kept eating it. He's like, this isn't bad. I remember, I think it was a crock pot salmon maybe. It was some kind of unique salmon that we made, and he's
It
like,
was
this
a
is
salmon burger.
salmon burger. Good job.
Salmon burger.
Salmon burger. And he's like, it's pretty good.
Yep. Yeah, he told me about that.
Oh, he did?
I saw it, but yeah.
He never eats fish, he said?
I've never made him a salmon
Okay.
burger.
Okay.
But
Interesting.
yeah, I don't know. I'm not really a big fish eater.
Thoughts?
I blame it on this is delicious.
It is.
This is very good. It's tender.
Tender.
I don't have to cut it apart with the knife. I can just pull it apart with the fork. That's perfect.
Just eat it.
It's really good.
Are you a big chicken person?
I love chicken. Love chicken very much, yes.
A couple times a day?
No, not that much.
Not that much?
At most once a day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you do most of the cooking, or does Trap, or you switch?
You know, he cooks for me sometimes. He's really good at it when he wants to. But, I'm the mommy. It's my job to feed the family.
What's
so.
your go-to meal? Everyone has a favorite one. Mine's split pea soup.
I don't know. I'm split pea soup. That's
Sound
pretty
good?
random.
No, yeah, pretty random.
No, that's pretty random. I don't know. I love steak. I
Ooh.
love steak very much. Some steak and some potatoes, good stuff, and a nice salad.
How do you cook it?
I like just a tiny bit of pink when I make my steak.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Any particular seasoning or herbs?
I don't know. I'm not a high cook. I'm not a special cook or anything. I make it, we eat it. It's good. I'm learning every day, and I'm liking to learn how to use more organic materials and stuff, and
Right.
like frying in the veggies and all
Right.
that good stuff. I love doing it. I love vegetables and fruits.
Me too.
Some of my favorite foods.
Some of the best.
It's not hard for me to keep a healthy diet because that's my favorite food.
Well,
I
that's good.
like the healthy food.
Good. Well, I wish you the best of luck. I mean, you're going to keep in contact with us, of course. Let us know when you fight. I want to be there ringside and watch you, and I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Ashley Gambino, the mob wife. That's right, the wife of Trap. All right, thank you very much. We'll be coming up next on F&F. Something very secretive is happening. The Fantastic Four, Pete of Pistols, will be back here, and we'll dissect the National Football League, plus a little poll question that's been on my mind. It's been brewing. F&F with Brad.
The tough guys.